He was born in a small house in the Lapa neighborhood of Rio de Janeiro in 1930. Senor Abravanel was just another child among the hardships of a Jewish immigrant family seeking better days in Brazil. From an early age, he learned the importance of working to survive. He sold sweets on the streets, pens, wallets, whatever was needed to help at home. But there was something different about that boy, an innate charisma and a strong voice that would soon draw attention. As a teenager, he traded the busy sidewalks of Rio for the backstage of radio stations. He took part in a talent show and did not go unnoticed. His talent for speaking into the microphone was undeniable. He began working as a radio announcer, always leaving his mark with irreverence, clarity, and a close connection to the public. The street vendor had become a communicator, and he was just getting started. It was during this phase that he realized the power of communication, not just as a profession, but as a direct bridge to people's hearts. Over time, Senor Abravanel became Silvio Santos, the stage name he would carry forever. When he arrived on television in the 1960s, he wasn't just another new face. He already had a wealth of experience in direct communication with the people. His popular, playful yet professional style quickly won over the Brazilian public. Silvio wasn't just a host, he became a household figure, part of the Brazilian family. His catchphrases, his irreverent posture, and his connection with the audience made him unique. While finding success on screen, he dreamed big. A natural observer, he saw an opportunity in the installment payment sales model and founded Baú da Felicidade, Chest of Happiness. Alongside Manuel da Nóbrega, he turned a simple idea into a lucrative and revolutionary business for its time. Customers bought products in exchange for monthly payments and later entered raffles for prizes. The Baú became a craze, and Silvio, beyond being a showman, established himself as a visionary entrepreneur. The business model was innovative because it democratized consumption and created an emotional bond with customers, something Silvio had always known how to cultivate. But he wanted more. He dreamed of owning his own TV network and didn't rest until he achieved it. In 1981, he received the concession for TVS and founded the Sistema Brasileiro de Televisão, known as SBT. The station was born with a clear proposal to be an alternative to Globo. With creativity, spontaneity, and unique formats, SBT quickly found a place in the hearts of Brazilians. Its popular programming, cash prizes, children's shows, and Silvio's Sunday appearances became tradition. It wasn't just TV. It was a philosophy of popular communication where the public was the star. Silvio Santos transformed the way television was made. He created original formats, gave a voice to new talents, and above all, never lost touch with the people. His shows blended humor, emotion, games, and stories of resilience. He knew how to capture the attention of millions, not with elaborate scripts, but with authenticity. Everything was done live, improvised, and with the courage to make mistakes on camera. This style created unforgettable moments, hilarious blunders, iconic segments, and a unique interaction with the live audience. Silvio spoke to Brazil as if he were in their living rooms, and the public responded with loyalty. His relationship with the female audience in particular was pioneering and affectionate, creating a lasting bond that spanned generations. Outside television, Silvio built an empire. He invested in Pan-Americano Bank, Jequiti Cosmetics, hotels, real estate, and private brands. His decisions were based on instinct, trust in numbers, and above all, intuition. Though conservative in many respects, he was never afraid to take risks when he saw a good opportunity. The bank, the cosmetics brand, the Baú stores, all these ventures showcased his ability to diversify and understand consumer behavior. He also invested in people. Many employees started in simple roles and grew within his companies, valuing a culture of merit and trust. His visionary side never stopped. Silvio invested in audience research, bet on unknown talents, and gave his teams creative freedom. He often risked changing time slots, formats, and tested new languages. While other networks copied foreign trends, he believed in the Brazilians' spontaneity. That's why SBT became known as the Creativity Network. Shows like Topa Tudo por Dinheiro, Show de Calouros, Gente que Brilha, and Porta da Esperança didn't just entertain. They moved people and gave value to their life stories. But not everything was victory. In 2010, Pan-Americano Bank faced a severe financial crisis with billion real losses. Silvio's reputation was put to the test. However, he did not run away. He sold assets, took responsibility for the debts, and preserved the legacy. The way he handled the crisis once again demonstrated his responsibility, commitment to truth, and leadership. While many expected him to retreat from the spotlight, Silvio stood firm. He faced the media, clarified the facts, and above all, protected his employees and company structure. His reputation came out stronger. It was a defining moment that showed he wasn't just charisma. There was also strength and ethics. Behind the scenes, Silvio was always reserved. Married to Iris Abravanel, father of 6 daughters, he was known for his devotion to family. Religious, disciplined, a man of simple habits and an organized routine. In the backstage, everyone said the same. He was demanding, but fair. And even with all his success, he never lost the humility that had followed him since his street vendor days. He often dismissed security guards to walk alone through the SBT hallways or visit public places in São Paulo, spontaneously chatting with fans. His employees tell stories of an approachable boss who made a point to know their names. At Christmas, he personally handed out gifts. On special dates, he gave motivational speeches. Silvio knew how to inspire. As the years went by, he prepared his daughters to take on parts of the business. Patricia Abravanel, in particular, gained prominence on TV and became seen as the natural successor. SBT began adapting to a new generation, without losing the DNA that Silvio had infused into every decision, every jingle, every show. He made a point of reviewing content, giving suggestions, and maintaining the quality standard he had built over decades. The succession was carefully planned, focusing on preserving family values, business integrity, and commitment to the public. Silvio Santos became a brand, a symbol of success, hard work, and reinvention. His name went beyond the presenter. It became part of the national identity. From his unmistakable laugh to the Baú jingle, everything about him is iconic. And it all began with a boy selling plastic covers in downtown Rio. His story is more than an example of overcoming adversity. It is a living lesson in how to turn challenges into opportunities. He became a national symbol of optimism, perseverance, and humor, being imitated, honored, and immortalized in memes, commercials, artistic pieces, and books. On August 17, 2024, Brazil said goodbye to Silvio Santos. The communicator, businessman, and symbol of an era passed away at the age of 94, leaving the country in mourning. Tributes poured in from everywhere. Artists, politicians, business leaders, and especially the people. The country wept for one of the greatest figures in its history. But his legacy remained. The empire was left in the hands of his wife, Iris Abravanel, and his daughters, who continue to manage SBT and the family's other businesses with dedication. The transition was smooth because Silvio's values and spirit remain alive in every project, decision, and show on air. And more than that, they live on in the people's memory. Today, his image continues to appear throughout the programming, in reruns of his shows, in videos shared on social media, and in the memories of millions of Brazilians who grew up with him on TV. The legend lives on, Because Silvio Santos was not just a television man, he was the greatest example that with work, vision and courage, it is possible to go where no one has gone before. If this story inspired you, like the video, share it with someone who needs to know this example, and subscribe here to Maps to Millions. See you in the next great biography.